The city was a labyrinth of steel and glass, its streets winding like veins through the heart of chaos. I walked briskly, lost in my own thoughts, until I saw her, a shadow in the crowd. My doppelganger. She stood across the street, her eyes locked onto mine. I blinked, convinced it was a trick of the light, but she remained, a perfect mirror image of myself. I dismissed it as coincidence, a fluke of genetics. But then I saw her again, this time on the subway. She boarded the same car, her gaze never leaving me. I shifted to another car, my heart pounding. She followed, her footsteps echoing mine. Panic clawed at my throat. Who was she? Why was she haunting me? The train hurtled through tunnels, and I clung to the metal pole, stealing glances at her. Her expression was unreadable, her lips curved in a half-smile. I wondered if she knew what she was, a doppelganger from another dimension, drawn to me like a moth to a flame. And she was evil. I turned to the internet, desperate for answers. The search results were chilling. Doppelgangers, it seemed, were more than mere lookalikes. They were malevolent beings, twisted reflections with their own agendas. Mine was no exception. My paranoia grew. Every reflection became suspect. Was it her? Or just my imagination? I rearranged my apartment, hoping to break the connection. But the vase on the windowsill moved, its position shifted. I hadn't touched it. No one had. I lived alone, and yet I felt her presence. She was always there, lurking in the shadows. I stopped sleeping, my nights filled with nightmares of her cold eyes and twisted smile. She wanted something from me, something beyond my understanding. One evening, as the sun dipped below the skyline, I heard keys jingling outside my door. My breath caught. I hadn't given the new locks to my landlord yet. It couldn't be him. It was her, the doppelganger. She was here. The handle turned, and the door creaked open. I stood frozen, my mind racing. What did she want? Revenge? My life? I had no answers, only fear. She stepped into the room, her eyes hungry, and I knew I was her prey. The room closed in on me, the walls pressing against my skin. I backed away, my legs trembling. She advanced, her footsteps silent. Her fingers brushed my cheek, icy and insistent. I choked on a scream, my voice trapped in my throat. And then she whispered, her voice a twisted echo of my own, "You can't escape fate, my other half." The darkness swallowed me whole, and I knew I was no longer alone. My evil doppelganger had found me, and there was no way out. The keys lay forgotten on the floor, the door wide open, and the city beyond beckoned with its secrets and shadows. But I was trapped, ensnared by my own reflection, and the abyss stared back.
We are a growing channel. Please like and subscribe.